Alright, so hopefully the camera's recording now. And we're going to take a little trip up to Mill Mountain. It's Christmas. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. This is my Christmas present to myself. Well, not only the motorcycle, but a little trip out to Parkway. The kids are all playing with their toys. It's all good. And I just want to go for a ride. So this is my Christmas. And so if you wave at somebody and they don't wave back, you know, it's all good, you know. Yeah, I've been wanting to come up here. Mill Mountain, it's a great ride. I did it a lot on the scooter. Turns are a little windy, but not too much. You know, nothing you can't, an amateur can't handle. But they're still fun. The road's pretty decent, no potholes, no cracks in the road. So, you know, that makes everything a little better. You do, at night, kind of have to watch out for deer. They will run out in front of you. So anyway, this is the another episode of Riding with the Reaper. Gonna do a regular motor vlog. I'm gonna try to get one out once a week, but with work and weather, you know, I don't really have the proper gear for you know, a real winter ride. And I got a jacket with a thermal liner and everything, but it doesn't thermal line the arms, so yeah, get going a little bit and it gets a little chilly on the arms. But you know, regardless, it's a lot of fun. If I don't get one out every week, it's okay. I recorded one last week and I haven't even gotten it up yet. The microphone seems to have a little bit of popping after I get above 35. So this might not even make it to the video, to the vlog. I really want to get a good microphone. But I mean, it may have just been how I had it positioned, so I positioned it a little bit differently today. Maybe it'll help. We'll see. We will see. But not sure exactly where I want to go today. I just know I wanted to ride on the Parkway. Just get out there and have a little ride for Christmas. Got Pandora playing on the radio right now. Styx, Come Sail Away. A pretty good song to ride to. But I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. My kids got what they wanted. I got the motorcycle, so I definitely got what I wanted. If anybody who knows me knows I've been wanting this for a while. You know, there was some complications on the loan in the beginning, and well, you know, after I thought everything was going to be good, and then it looked like it wasn't going to come through. So I was pretty disappointed. I was a little down. I was a lot down, actually. But then, out of the blue, it came through, and I was so happy about it. I mean, and I wish I'd gotten to riding earlier in my life, but I didn't. I let a couple accidents that I'd seen, and one experience that I had the first time I ever tried to ride a motorcycle when I was like 12 years old. Had a bad experience, not an injury experience, just kind of freaked me out, and it kind of turned me off to motorcycles for years. And then I got to riding a scooter, and I was like, this is just too much fun. And you know, I don't really have the power to do what I want to do and go where I want to go. And I made the decision that I needed a motorcycle. So the story behind the my initial kind of fear, about 12 years old, living out in Troutville area, went to a buddy's house, and his parents, he had I believe it was a Kawasaki KX80 dirt bike, and we went riding on it. Had a good time. He really knew what he was doing. I mean, but I didn't, of course. So he was like, "You want to learn how to ride?" And I was like, "Yeah, it sounds like fun." And you know, it wasn't automatic, of course. It's got a clutch like most decent motorcycles do. And I got on it. He told me, you know, he said, grab the clutch over here. That's, you know, and you're gonna put your foot down there and put it in first gear. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And he showed me how. I got it in first gear. And he's like, now you're gonna just ease off the clutch. And as the motorcycle starts to pull forward, give it just a little bit of gas until you get rolling, and then once you're going good, you can give it a little bit more gas, and we'll work on second gear after that. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I didn't stall it. I just let it off too fast and gave it too much gas and did a wheelie. I came off the back of the bike, but my hand held on to the gas. The bike dragged me about a good 20 feet, and he had a shed with a pile of trash or whatever near the shed, and I just went right into it. And that was it. I was like, no, I can't do this. And I didn't until a couple weeks ago when I got this bike. And I was damn well determined. And here we are. So it all worked out well. But that was what scared me for so long. It was just that one little incident, you know, that I just wasn't ready at the time. And it really sucks that it took me, you know, 33 more years before I finally got over that fear. But, you know, it is what it is. And here we are. I'm still new. You know, still not very good at all this, but hey, you got to start somewhere. Hey, there's another biker behind me. They went the other way. I'm starting to get the hang of the clutch thing. Every now and then I get a little bit of a rough shift, but I mean, pretty much got it figured out that you know, when I'm upshifting, I go to give it gas after letting out the clutch, I don't think I'm giving it enough, and it gives it a little bit of a jerk. The last couple shifts I just did, I gave it more gas, and it's shifted nice and smooth. So that's that. It is a gorgeous day for a ride. You know, Christmas Day. You know, it's a little chilly, I ain't gonna lie. A long sleeve shirt probably would have went a long way on this, but you know, it is what it is, and I don't care. I'm gonna ride anyway, because I am absolutely not going to let a little bit of chill on my arm stop me from having this ride. I've been looking forward to this all week. I saw the weather, knew it wasn't going to rain, it was going to be sunny, you know, maybe a couple little clouds out there, and you know, between 47 and 50 degrees, which is my with the gear I have, that's pretty much the comfort zone. If it's below 45 or anything like that, it gets a little bit a little too cold for my comfort. All I really need to do to fix that is to get a pair of long johns or some thermals, and then I'll be good to go. But you know, Christmas time, spending money on the kids and everything, I already invested more money in the bike and gear than I thought I was going to. But anybody who owns a motorcycle knows that that's the way it works. You're like, oh, I'm only going to spend this much, and you get the bike and you're like, well, I need this, oh, I need this too, and oh, this piece isn't good enough, I bought the wrong one, let me get this one instead. And next thing you know, you spend $1,000 more than you thought you were going to spend. And you know, I've got inexpensive gear. The gear's decent. It's good rated gear. It's just, you know, not the super hyper expensive stuff. And I do plan on getting much better gear later on. The helmet's pretty good, but I would like to have a nice Araya helmet. But those things are like $800 bucks. But I mean, you know what? The stuff that saves your life, there's nothing wrong with spending more money on that than, you know, I mean, it's the stuff that saves your life. You know, if you eat it and you go sliding across the ground and run into something like this over here or one of these trees, nice padded gear, strong helmet, comfortable helmet, you're more likely to survive and even walk out with minimal injuries. So I will be, over the course of the next couple of years, upgrading my gear to just what after my research is done, what I would consider to be the best for me. And the next thing on my list is, well, it depends on how money flows between now and springtime. When springtime gets here, I need to get a good pair of mesh pants to go with my mesh jacket. I'm going to go with the Joe Rocket Phoenix pants. That's the jacket I got, so it matches up nicely and really comfortable, fits me extremely well, and it's got great protection for an inexpensive price. So I'm going to get the mesh pants, and then I'm going to get, obviously, gloves that aren't winter. I bought some pants from a company online, and they weren't exactly what I was hoping they were, and so I'm sending them back. They were like $89, and I'm just going to get the credit instead of getting the money back. And I really want the Oxford heated grips. I haven't heard nothing but good things about those, and like right now my hands are a little chilly. You know, I got like not complete winter gloves, but you know they protect decently, and I've got the hand guards here that block some of the wind. But you know, at higher speeds, it's still, my hands get a little bit chilly, especially the tips of my fingers. And those things, I mean, one guy said that you know, if you want to get them hot, they will get hot. Literally, you can, when he was riding in the rain and, you know, hands were getting wet, or not hands, but gloves. He had waterproof gloves, obviously. But it had those things, the Oxford heated grips, cranked up, and when he would take his hand off of the grip, there would be steam coming off of his gloves, that his hands and gloves were so warm. And that's what I'm talking about. And I've already allocated and spent the money on the pants, so when I return the pants, I'll have that credit, so it's not like I got to spend anything extra out of pocket. So that's a good thing. So I'll be getting those pretty soon, probably within the next couple of weeks. These mirrors, they don't really give me a lot of view. I mean, I see mostly my shoulder. You know, if I lean my head over good, you know, in the right position, I can see behind me, you know, pretty decent. But, you know, like up to 10 feet behind me, I can't see squat. And that's not good, you know. So if I'm at a stoplight and somebody's pulling up on me, and, you know, I don't see them, and they don't see me, then they're going to hit me. So I'm going to Frontline Eurosports, Roanoke, Virginia, and I'm going to get me a pair of, a set of mirror extenders. I'm getting those ordered next week. And those will put them up a couple inches and out a couple inches. And then with that and the adjustments that I'll have, the extra adjustments I'll be able to do with those, I should be able to have a really good view behind me. And that's really important. But for those of you who might see this, who don't know me, who aren't from around here, this is the beautiful Blue Ridge Parkway between Mill Mountain and the town of Vinton right now. This is the Roanoke River. Go a little slow so you guys can see it. There's the dam over there. The river is absolutely gorgeous down here. There's trails that go all the way back there. I have a couple of drones, and I've taken drones down here and flown them before. One of these days, the drone will actually follow me. I can throw them up in the air, tell it to target the bike, and put the controller away and ride off on the bike, and the drone will follow me and circle around me and film from the side, from the top. It'll do an orbit and a circle around me the whole time if I wanted to, you know. But the problem is, around here you got these trees. So, you know, when the elevation changes with the drone, it doesn't change based on the current ground level. It changes based on where it took off from. So let's say I take off, you know, down the mountain, and I tell the drone to maintain 100 feet above me at all times. It's going to maintain 100 feet above its initial takeoff point. So if I go 200 feet up the side of the mountain, it's going to crash because it's not going to compensate for the elevation change. So basically, one of these days I'm going to go cross country. You know, I'm going to be out somewhere nice and flat, and I'm going to pull out the drone and I'm going to get some nice footage of me riding around. But right now, in the mountains, it's not really possible. I mean, I guess I could go out to a flat area somewhere and just ride around for a few minutes, but what fun is that? You know, I mean, you really want to ride around for a good little bit and have it follow you and get some good video, and you really can't do that around here without risking running it into a tree or losing elevation and just smashing into the first thing that gets, you know, gets level with the drone. Maybe one of these days I'll get a friend out, somebody who can fly the drone, and I'll get them behind me, and I'll go in you know, just go down a little straightaway or whatever, and they can fly right behind me and use the camera to, you know, if they stay right behind me at, you know, 5 to 10 feet, it's should be okay. But anyway, eventually I'm gonna get much better content for you guys. This is kind of going to be like a legacy for me, you know. One of these days I'll be gone, you know. I'll have grandkids, great-great-grandkids, and they'll be able to go on YouTube or whatever it is at the time, or, you know, I'll have backups anyways, pass them down to the family. Then go on and, you know, look what great-grandpa did, you know. He had a great time. Maybe it'll get them excited about motorcycles as well, and they'll get into it younger than I am. Just hope they're safe about it. But really enjoying this Christmas ride. This is all I wanted to do. All morning the kids are opening their gifts and getting all happy with what they got. They got what they wanted. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, unwrap it. Hurry up. Daddy wants to ride. And here we are.